Hello. What for?
Just a quick one, obviously. Our colleagues down at the suites, obviously you know everything's been going over alerted to us that you've been taking photos and things like that right outside the hotel.
On the street, yeah, on the street.
Because there's obviously a dispersal zone in at the moment and everything's going on, so you can't be within.
No, I'm not interested in that property.
So, what were you taking photos of the hotel?
No, the layout of the street.
For any particular reason?
No, not at all. I'm not for or against. I'm not into any politics. You know.
Any idea on you? Anything like that? Nothing at all. Alright.
I'm just a member of public walking down the street.
Yeah.
I understand there's a dispersal order in place, and that's why I'm not trying to do anything out of any ordinary like that. I'm just interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't hang about outside any gates or.
What's your hat?
Pardon?
What's your hat?
Oh, it's just happy-go-lucky, you know.
Well, what we'll do, mate, is we'll verify you, and if all that checks out, back to move on, alright? What's your first name?
Oh, don't give me a name.
You don't give your name?
No.
Right, okay, well, obviously you can understand with what everything that's been going on round there.
Yeah.
You taking photos in the direction of the hotel.
No, but basically, if they'll tell you, at one moment was I putting my camera into their property, focusing on them. I kept moving around the place. I'm interested in all these industrial areas here. I'm going to take some photography around here on this industrial estate. I've got no interest in solely filming anything to do with immigration or like that.
Okay, well, obviously our colleagues have brought enough to notify us.
They were watching me. I'm thinking, what's he? I can see him on his radio. I'm thinking, I'm just stood here. I'm thinking, what's wrong with him?
Well, like you say, you've admitted to us that there's a space lot.
Yeah.
If someone goes up with a camera and they're taking photos, obviously.
Before we even get into the first exchange, let me set the stage for what you're about to witness. Because this encounter isn't just another casual chat outside a police station. No, this turns into a full-on legal showdown, the kind of real-world power struggle that exposes just how shaky things can get when authority meets someone who actually knows their rights. Today's auditor doesn't just film. He's armed with legislation, confidence, and a razor-sharp understanding of Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. And the officers? Well, let's just say they weren't expecting a masterclass in legal accountability in the middle of the street. As the footage unfolds, pay close attention to the subtle shifts in tone, the uncertainty creeping into the officers' voices, the frustration bubbling beneath the surface, and that unmistakable moment when the balance of power flips. This isn't about being anti-police. This is about documenting how public authority reacts when questioned, challenged, and required to follow the law just as tightly as they expect us to. By the end of this confrontation, you'll understand exactly why auditors film, why these interactions matter, and how quickly things can spiral when officers rely on authority instead of accuracy. Stay tuned, this one escalates fast.
Yeah. I'm just exercising my right as a person to walk the streets. I'm not interested in basically filming any immigrants or anything like that. I'm just basically, as a sole member of public, walking in a free place. That's all I want to exercise my rights.
Worry within the zone, do we know?
Yeah, he's right outside. Okay.
Well, what we'll do then is we have been notified that you are inside the dispersal zone, so we'll be issuing you with a dispersal notice, okay? All the information will be on here, but you do need to...
Can I just ask you a question, quick, please? So, a dispersal, for what reason would that be if I'm telling you, one, I'm not here to cause any havoc in regards to what's going on. That has gone live all the way up and down the country. Yep. So it'd be stupid not to admit that you didn't know through the media what's going on there. But what I'm saying, what is my dispersal for? If I just...
To be out of the zone, so you come within the zone of dispersal. You've been seen taking photos. I understand you're giving us an explanation for that.
Yeah.
But our colleagues have felt enough for us to learn, obviously, of your presence there, and you have been within the zone. Therefore, we can issue you the dispersal notice not to return within this zone within a set period of time, which is 48 hours.
What, even just walking?
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
Seriously?
That's a dispersal.
That is a dispersal zone.
Yeah, but for what? I've not done anything. I've not done anything.
That's why you not get locked up. You get given a ticket to say, do not go back there.
No, but I'm not interested in going back there. But what I'm saying,
that's why I'm going to give you the ticket.
And you were aware of the dispersal zone. You've even admitted that.
Yeah, so that's what. So that
within that perimeter which you have actually gone into and breached.
So can I not walk through there as a member of public?
No.
No.
Because there's a spacer zone.
No, it's a public footpath, sir.
There's a spacer zone
Whilst
on
this
as
is
well.
on, because it's only on for a set period of time, once that is relieved, then you can. But from what's going on, dispersal around it, you have to vacate that zone.
Right here, you can already feel the tension quietly forming beneath the politeness. The officer starts fishing for personal details, where the auditor is from, why he's there, whether he needs help. These small questions may sound harmless, but to an experienced auditor, they're the first steps toward building reasonable suspicion. The auditor shuts it down instantly, refusing to let the officer steer the conversation into that trap. Notice how he keeps his tone calm, controlled, and direct. He answers only what's required by law, nothing more. This is a perfect example of how knowing your rights changes the entire dynamic. Most members of the public would start explaining themselves, giving location details, maybe even apologizing. But this auditor? He sticks to the script of lawful engagement. The officer's uncertainty becomes obvious, and the balance of power subtly shifts even before backup arrives.
And
Seriously?
It is literally round the
Yeah, but for what reason? I've not done anything wrong.
Yeah, you haven't
not saying you
personally, I'm not
haven't
saying you
done
have right now.
So,
but
the
so
ticket.
yeah, but there was other members of public walking past as well.
Right, well, we'll go and deal with them now.
Yeah, but they weren't doing anything wrong either.
We're dealing with you, aren't we? We can't deal with two people.
Come on, sir. What?
So we're dealing with you.
Can I have your collar numbers, please?
Yeah, mine's 455
What, and yours, please, miss.
1702.
I think this is well out of order. This.
Okay, can I take your surname?
I don't wish to give. I've not committed any crimes. I've literally walked through the place, taking. If that constable in that van would tell you, I was taking the pictures of the other building. You know, for what purpose? It's a photograph. Photography's not a crime.
Right. But however, if you are causing harassment, alarm, and distress as well to the people that are there.
And I can prove there was not even one person about from the hotel, and that's what I'm saying.
You just said you weren't looking at the hotel, you were looking at the other buildings.
I'm aware of my surroundings. Who's on the street? There was members of public on the street, and there was nobody out of the hotel who wandered past me at any time I was there. Honestly.
Okay.
And I can't believe you're going to put a dispersal notice on for me for walking and taking pictures.
Dispersal notice is not specifically on just for you, is it?
Pardon?
It's anybody who walks down the road, they should have taken to site.
Well, they should close the road off.
Return to this area. Well, they don't need to close the road off.
Of course they do, because there's no signs there or anything.
You said yourself, it's common knowledge what's gone on.
Yes, but
The dispersal notice is advertised on social media.
I would.
Everybody knows this.
So, right, do you know the Nicola Bully case? A lady went missing in St Michael's, right? There's a dispersal notice in place for people who are wanting to probably go down there, make a TikTok video, go onto private land and stuff. But the park isn't closed off for members of the public like myself. I can go down in that.
People are aware not to go down there, you know.
Yes, but it doesn't stop normal members of the public like myself. Like I'm saying, there's no agenda for me being there.
They don't want people down there, do they?
But so they need to close the street off then, sir.
Well, we don't need to close the street off because there's businesses down there as well.
How can I? Am I entitled to go to the other business?
To which other business?
There's another hotel across the road.
If you go into a business and you've got a genuine purpose to visit that business.
Well, what if I do?
This is the turning point, right here. The second officer arrives confident, assuming the badge alone gives her the upper hand. But the moment she hints at, "No need to film," the auditor snaps back with surgical precision. He doesn't just mention section 43, he challenges her to quote the specific subsection. That's something very few officers expect, and even fewer can do on the spot. The auditor's approach is strategic. Force the officer to either justify her suspicion under the law or back down. When she announces she's going to search him, you can practically feel the temperature spike. But instead of panicking, he dismantles her attempt point by point, reminding her that filming a police station is not illegal, not suspicious, and absolutely not grounds for a Terrorism Act search. This is where the officer's confidence cracks. Her responses become shorter, more hesitant, because she realizes she stepped into a legal debate she wasn't prepared for. Watching her authority crumble under factual pressure is one of the most dramatic parts of this entire encounter.